Hey everyone! Today I have a relaxing full body stretch for you. This routine is great anytime, but please keep in mind that static stretching is optimal on warm muscles. So when you're ready, we're going to start in a seated position. Then take a deep breath in, arms come out and up as you reach up to the sky, look up to your fingers, and then a long breath out, float the hands back down, drop the chin. One more time, deep breath in, reach up to the sky, look to your fingers, and a long breath out, hands come down, drop the chin. From here, bring your right ear to your right shoulder, using the weight of your head to stretch through the left side of the neck. Then bring your chin to your chest, same position on the other side, left ear to left shoulder. Keep the chest open with the shoulders back and sit up tall. Chin to chest, right ear to right shoulder. Chin to chest, left ear to left shoulder. One more time, drop the chin, and then bring the head up to a neutral position. Now keep the right hand down as you lift the left arm up and over for a side body stretch. Option to come down onto the elbow, or you can stay up on your right hand if that's just a bit too much for you. It's important that both glutes stay on the ground, chest is open, neck is long. Now bring your left hand down to the ground, diagonally in front of the right knee. You should feel a nice stretch in the left lower back. Again, keep the glutes down and reach the crown of the head towards your reaching left arm. Then we'll sweep the left arm all the way back up to that side body stretch position. One more time, opening the chest, shoulders back, and then drop the hand down as you swing over to the other side, side body stretch with the right arm to the sky. Once more, we'll drop the right hand down, this time diagonally in front of the left knee. Feeling that lower back stretch on the right side. And then return to that side body stretch position. And return to neutral. Next, move into a seated twist by reaching your right hand behind you and your left hand to your right knee. Sit up tall and rotate through your center, getting a nice twist through the spine. And then we'll find the same position on the opposite side. Don't forget to keep the shoulders down, and your core should be slightly braced. Back to center. Next, we'll move through a hip stretch. So you're going to cross your legs, one in front of the other. So one shin should be laying in front of the opposite leg. Then place the hands on the ground in front of your stacked legs and walk them forward. You should feel a nice stretch in the hip of the shin that is in front. Don't forget to keep both hips on the ground, glutes are down. Breathe deep. You can bring your elbows to the ground if that feels okay, or just reach with your fingers. And then here's my neighbor walking by. Hi, neighbor. All right, we're going to switch which leg is in front. So shins are still stacked one in front of the other. And then again, place your hands on the ground, walk them forward, and find a nice stretch. One side might be tighter than the other, that's okay. Doing stretches like these will help to even out the flexibility from left to right. And then return to center. From here, we'll move through a twist that also targets the glutes by extending the right leg out long and hugging the left knee to your chest. Then pick up the left foot and cross it over the right leg as you hug the left knee with the right arm and twist towards it. Depending on how tight you are, you might feel this in your glutes or you might not. Either way, it's a great twist for the spine. Sit up tall and try to look over that back shoulder to deepen into the stretch. And then we'll slowly switch sides, hugging the right knee, crossing it over the left leg, giving it a hug, and finding a twist. Depending on how much I've been working my glutes, sometimes I feel this in my glutes and sometimes I don't. Again, that's totally going to vary from day to day. And let that go. From here, extend both legs out long, take a deep breath in, reach up to the sky, and a long breath out as you reach forward and fold over the legs. Trying to bring the chest down to the thighs here. You can keep a little bend in your knees if you like. That's actually probably a little bit healthier for the hamstrings. We don't need to be forcing them into a locked position with locked knees. But if it feels good for you, you can straighten those legs out even more. I have pretty stretchy hamstrings, so folding feels nice for me. You can point and flex your toes here as well if that feels good. And then we'll roll it back up to the top. Next, we'll move into a straddle position to open up deeply into those hips. So find a seat with nice wide legs, and then you can use your hands to pick up your hips and scooch them forward. If you already feel a big stretch here, just sit up tall. But if you want a little more, you can walk the hands gently forward and add a little bit of a lean. Just try to keep the knees and toes facing up. We want to rotate the hips back as we drop the chest forward. You can come down to your forearms here if that feels okay. Keep breathing as you relax into the pose. One step further, you can bring the forehead down. Work with where you are today. Again, it's going to vary depending on how your week has been, depending on how your body is feeling. And then we'll slowly come up out of that stretch. Bring the legs together and come down to your left side. You can prop your head up on your hands here, then bend the top knee and reach the top arm towards the ankle. You should feel a nice stretch through the thigh, the quads of that top leg. If you don't feel the stretch, squeeze your glutes on that top leg, push the hips just slightly forward, and that should intensify the stretch. And then we'll flip over to the other side and do the same thing on the opposite leg. I love using this quad stretch because it doesn't require any balance. Typically a quad stretch like this is done standing, which is great, but when you're wanting to focus on relaxing, keeping things nice and low is optimal. And let that go. From here, we'll make our way to a tabletop position and move through some cat-cows. Inhale, drop the belly, look forward. Exhale, arch the back, look towards your knees. We don't want to push too hard at the top or bottom of the range of motion here. We're just looking to find some movement through the spine. So just move with the rhythm of your breath. Making sure the head is moving with the back. It is a part of the spine. The neck, that is. And find neutral. Then we'll bring the toes together, bring the knees wide, and thread the right arm underneath the left armpit as we drop down for a shoulder stretch. Reach the left fingertips forward. Same thing on the other side, thread the left arm underneath the right armpit. And then make your way back up through tabletop position. Now we'll curl the toes under and send the hips up and back as we drop the chest and shoulders for a downward facing dog. Letting the heels fall to the mat if you can, or letting them fall as far as feels right for you. You can pedal out the heels if that feels good to get a little bit deeper into the calf muscles. Opening through the chest and shoulders. And then we'll hop forward to the hands or walk, keeping the feet nice and wide for a deep yogic squat. So keep those palms together as you use the elbows to press outward on the knees, angling the toes slightly out to the left and right. If this is too much for you, just skip this one. You can hang out in your downward dog a little bit longer or do a child's pose. And then when you're ready, we'll make our way all the way down to our backs. Hug the left knee in and keep the right leg out long. You might feel this a little bit in the hamstrings if they're tight. Then take the right hand to the outside of that left knee and pull it across the body for a single leg twist. Keep the shoulders down here. Back to center. Keep that right knee in as you extend the left leg out long this time. Then left hand comes to the outside of the right knee as we pull it across. Finding that twist on the opposite side. Back to center, hug both knees into the chest one more time. Then we'll slowly drop the feet down to semi-supine. Then press through the heels and lift the hips up high for a bridge pose. Option to clasp the hands together beneath you here and really reach the chest up to the chin. And then let that go. Slowly bring the hips back down. We'll roll up to a seated position and return to that cross-legged position from the start of our routine. All right, everybody, one more time. Take a deep breath in, reach up to the sky, and long breath out to close. There goes another one of my neighbors. Hello. All right, everybody, that is your full body stretch routine. I hope you're feeling nice and calm and relaxed. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you very soon.